Um, all right, well, hello everyone. We want to thank you for joining us for the inaugural episode of Coffee, or I guess Tea, in the afternoon with Scott. My name's Jeff Brodus. I'm the VP of Operations here at ISC Group. Joining us is the star of the show, Scott Hayes, President CEO of ISC Group. We're hopefully throughout the run of this podcast, we'd like to introduce you to ISC, the firm, let you get to know Scott a little bit, and then from there, who knows? So with that, to kick things off, Scott, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and maybe how you got here to ISC?
Sure. Yeah, I was working in the retirement services group at Fidelity Investments in 1997, working on my MBA at Southern Methodist University, and I knew I wanted to be in financial services. I didn't know exactly where I would land, but there's kind of limited opportunities there for a guy with an MBA living in Dallas, kind of to go to Boston to kind of move up the ladder there. And anyway, I went to this golf tournament one day at SMU, and I met a professor who happened to be a client of Terry Hill, the founder of ISC Group, and he asked me what I wanted to do, and I said, this is what I'm doing, and I got a guy you got to meet. And next thing you know, after 4 interviews and 6 months of back and forth, Terry hired me to be the director of operations here. So I've been here since 1997.
Okay, well, it sounds similar to kind of the way that I got here. Met an advisor for the team, and
right.
Hey, I know a guy. I want to introduce you to Scott Hayes. So
small world, right?
Small world. Scott, I know we have a lot going on here at ISC this year, and really some big goals for the future. But why don't you tell us a little bit about maybe who ISC is in the marketplace and some of the ideas that we have kind of on a go-forward basis?
Sure. So ISC was founded back in 1987, and it was really to serve an underserved segment of the market, being nonprofit and governmental employers. So our original group of reps, some of whom are still with us to this day, focused on working in Texas schools and some hospital systems and mental health facilities and things of that nature. Since we've expanded, we do individual client services, so the traditional wealth management. We also do corporate retirement plans like 401k. And we have the specialty division for fixed income services that's kind of unique as well.
Well, tell me a little bit more about the kind of that founding element. I think we have a saying around here: serving those in service to others. I think that goes back into kind of the core values that the collective we have.
Yeah, it's more than a saying. It is really true to who we are as a firm. We like working with everybody, but in the nonprofit and governmental employer space, we found that it's particularly underserved. In other words, a lot of times the retirement plans have higher fees. They don't necessarily get fiduciary advice, and education isn't really there for the employees. And so we have this high-touch service model, and we bring an ERISA-like structure into that space with competitive fee structures and so forth, and world-class education, and so forth. And so we really feel like at the end of the day, we make a difference in that space, and that's really gratifying. So we can really move the needle for somebody in particular working in a nonprofit, because they don't always think about themselves and their own retirement first, right? They're serving the community, they're serving others, hence the name Serving Those in Service to Others, which we actually have a registered trademark on that, service mark.
Well, you and the team kind of responsible for serving those in service to others have been out recently at a few different conferences and events. Would you care to talk a little bit more about maybe what we were doing there and how that?
Sure. Yeah, the most recent one was a National Council of Benefits in St. Louis. We went there, myself and Bill and Mannix, who anybody that's part of that space knows Bill and Mannix for sure. We've all been together for more than 20 years. And really, we were there to visit with our existing clients across Texas, and it's, again, a national conference, so we're looking at opportunities to do what we do because we think it is relatively unique in the space, and take that to other states as well.
I think you guys were also maybe out at a golf outing here recently.
Yeah, there was that.
A sponsor for a hole.
Right. We do support our clients through supporting their charity events and their fundraising efforts in the community. All of their services are to raise awareness for people with intellectual disabilities and other things, and sometimes it's for veterans and whatever. And so we're always proud to give back and be a part of that whenever we can.
Well, speaking of kind of the team and being out, tell me a little bit more about, kind of some of the personalities or maybe why it is that you love working here today.
Well, I mean, the personalities is right. You've been around for what, 6 months now,
Yeah.
and we're a unique group. We get along. I mean, I consider us friends as much as and work team members, if you will. And so we've all kind of grown up in the industry together. We love working each other. Bill just came by a second ago and made a funny face at me, and so it's just a very it's a good work environment. And it's something we really hated during COVID when we couldn't be here in person, and we all got back as quick as we could because we just actually enjoy working together.
Yeah. Well, yeah. As to not
Jury's
keep
still
this
out on
too
you,
long,
but,
yeah. Well,
yeah.
I appreciate that. I'll work towards it on a daily basis. Maybe make some more funny
There
faces.
you go.
But as to not make this extremely long, as Scott's 11-year-old daughter would say, if the video is longer than a
5
few
minutes,
minutes, then
yeah.
so. Why don't we end with maybe something that you feel, if you had to leave our viewers with one piece of knowledge about ISC and maybe why we're kind of different, what might that be?
Yeah, I think it's our commitment to service. We really enjoy working with our clients. They enjoy working with us. We have super high retention. People don't leave, and that's on our registered rep, investment advisor base, as well as our clients. And I attribute that to the personal touch that we do provide and the quality of the services that we're providing to our network.
Well, I think that truly is a differentiator in today's marketplace, and we look forward to telling you more about ISC and hopefully getting to know us. But for now, please like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we will be back again next month with another Coffee with Scott.